Hello everyone. As we approach next weekend, celebrating our first public Mass for the solemnity of the Pentecost, I'd like to just fill you in on the surveys that you filled out through Flocknote. Some 500 of you participated. Thank you so very much. It's very helpful for me to know where you are on a lot of these issues. So of the 500 of you, 50% of you said that you're right now not comfortable coming back to a church building, and that's great. And 50% of you said you'd be willing to come back into a church building, and that's great too. It helps me to gauge about how big our crowds are going to be. 75% of you said that you would prefer an open air venue. And so in light of that, we are actually going to be celebrating Mass outside next week for the 5 o'clock and Sunday morning 10 o'clock Mass. We'll be setting up a tent and an altar on the Randall House deck, allowing for seating in the grass, seating in the parking lot between the Randall House yard and the gym with safe social distancing. We will also have our FM radio station up, so for those who don't want to get out of the cars, you want to sit in the car and listen to Mass, you can. We'll be bringing communion to you, so once you set up shop, the Eucharistic ministers will actually be approaching you. Later on this week, we'll have a video for you to see how that's all going to work. I am asking and requiring that everybody on campus, unless you're in your car, wear a mask. So that's just going to be the new rule until somebody up higher up the food chain tells us not to wear masks. So if you are coming on campus, please bring one. And if you are not able to get out of your cars, we'll have you, if you're elderly or handicapped, we'll bring communion right to your window. And I think there's about 25 people that have stepped up to serve on as a reopening committee and have made some wonderful recommendations. We met with Krista Wazowski, our health commissioner, this past week to review this plan and the plan for reopening. The plan is this week, Memorial Day week, we're going to have a number of times where confessions are going to be available, either outside or inside the church. The following week, we'll still do YouTube videos for Mass, and then beginning the week of June 8th, we'll start opening up for weekday Mass. The plan right now is to have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning Mass at 7:30, allowing for other things to be scheduled on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We may very well do alternate between the church for Mass as well as the gym. In the gym, you could bring your own chairs, and then I don't have to worry about paying somebody to wipe them down. So if on a day that we have a funeral or some other liturgy or activity in church, it'll be easier for us to make good use of the gym for a morning Mass where we don't have to worry about wiping everything down. So I thank you very much for your listening. During the week, we'll be making some videos and posting those about how all these procedures are going to work, about which driveways we want you to drive in and which driveways we want you to drive out. Again, practice wearing a mask for at least an hour at home to see if you can do it, or even longer than an hour, because people may get here 20 minutes or half an hour before. So maybe practice for an hour and a half to 2 hours wearing a mask to see if you can do that. And if you can't, please stay home or stay in your car. For those of you who've been told by your kids or your grandkids that you're not allowed to go out to shop, it really also probably means you're not allowed to go out to Mass. The week after Pentecost, we'll be opening up some communion service times where you can drive your car up, get out of your car, pray the Our Father with the priest or the deacon, receive Holy Communion, pray for a while, and then head home. So we want to make the Eucharist available to those who only maybe a 5-minute visit would be possible. So that's on the agenda too. We may put out another survey to see what else we can learn from you about what you're willing to do or not do, and we will try to respond accordingly. I thank you for your continued prayers, love, and support, and know that Father Mike, myself, the deacons, the whole staff continue to pray for you. Have a wonderful day.